Good morning, sir. Good morning to everyone. Today I'm going to present related topic on altruism. Altruism is basically a very important aspect and concept. In Indian concept, there is a family system like joint family, extended family. Now, due to economical growth, it has been separated as a nuclear family. So every family, there is a word called demographic dividend, which means the person or children in the family, depending on others. So altruism concept is born from the family as well as individually, community ways. Also, we have known as the word called philanthropers. Philanthropers also they are raising funds and helping to others. It's a concept of altruistic nature. So what is altruism? This term is coined by Auguste Comte in the era of 1851, which means alter or to other. Auguste Comte also said it means benevolence or living for others. There is a, I already told you, like philanthropists as well as non-governmental organizations in the helping to others like psychiatric patients as well as children and those who are needing help medically or physically or individually. It refers to organism of behavior to promote the welfare of others by their own cost, even by risking their own life. It is a selfless behavior, like also it's called as pro-social behavior aspect. Altruistic behavior considered as selfless without expecting any benefits. Components of altruism. What are the components in human has doing altruism? Consent. Concern is very important, which is empathetic and a sympathetic feeling of others. Concern also important for everyone to perform any altruistic acts. Example of a concern like self-promotion, internal well-being, alleviation of negative state, positive self-face, and avoidance of punishment. Cost means value. There is a like a positive cost as well as negative cost. It also altruistic behavior cost to the performer in different ways. The cost may be in terms of physically, like praising to others, preaching to others, emotionally, to provide care and support to others, monetary and material, giving something to others. And when the cost is higher, there are few chances for people to be altruistic. Benefit for others, benefit for somebody without expecting anything instantly. Also, these kind of the altruistic behaviors, experts opine that the secondary benefit from those behaviors doesn't disqualify the altruistic behaviors. Example, person has more confidence, self-esteem, and spiritual satisfaction, etc. Empathy. There is a difference between altruism and empathy. Empathy is like a person's perspective to others, but altruism is selfless behavior. The empathetic feeling about another person may make the person disturbed and they perform such acts to get rid of their own distress. Being more empathetic feeling or empathetic may be more associated with level of autism. Easy of escape also when the individual feeling that doing altruistic things individually positive or negative. So easy of escape also is an important concept, component of the altruism. It is associated with how easily one can walk away from a person in need without any distress or guilt. There are two kinds of situations associated with, one is a self-blame and second is the blame from others, especially from family and community. Said by Smith et al. In the year of 2013. Evolution of altruism. Evolution of species. Man is a social animal. Altruism also involved in the animals as well as man. Natural selection refers to various processes brought by organisms in order to get better adapted to their environment. It helps the altruistic behavior helps the organism to survive the challenges of existence through the process called as reproductive success. Kin selection. Altruistic behavior also when the family members passes its genes to next generation by protecting another related to him or her genetically by considering the shared genes passed on by the organism's close relative. Evolution of altruism and the concept of civilization. During barbarism, no need to complete food to co-partners. Later, scarcity of resources between the human being where they fight or share. In India, there is a concept for Ashoka Empire. During that time also, the Ashoka king done more altruistic acts. Arlo et al. In the year of 1975 says that altruistic genes in animals are responsible for the helpful and productive behaviors. Many studies also portrayed emotional intelligence highly correlated with the level of altruism in the humans. Man is an animal with many emotional qualities compared to other animals. That qualities such as sympathy and empathy, etc. Said by Ashraf et al. In the year of 2005, and Farhurst and David in the year of 2010 done study related to altruism explained by social constructionist theory, also very helpful in the explaining the development of deviant behaviors influencing various factors. Oxytocin and the neurobiology of altruism. There is a study also done by Donaldson and Young, there of 2008. Human and non-human animals have linked the highly evolutionary conserved neuropeptide oxytocin to a rich reporter of social behaviors. Oxytocin is well known for its functions as a neurotransmitter, neuromodulator, and neurohormone. And oxytocin induces subtle changes in social behavior, such as increased sociality, trust, empathy, as well as altruism. Altruism in human lifespan. Erik Erikson theory says that the child in the first stages come in contact with mother, kind of altruism, later father and others. In biological theories, there is a serotonin transporter gene, specifically 5-HTT-LPR, triallelic genotype associated with the altruistic behavior through using anxiety in social situations. Learning theory also, the children are also started learning the altruistic behavior in early life, sharing foods and toys with siblings and others. Such behavior taught by parents and elders of the family. Later, other members of family learned. Cognitive learning theory. Children learned by modeling other people's behavior from those who attached more with them. Also, most of the comics, stories, and movies highlighted on altruistic behaviors, very brave. Such behaviors also appreciated and praised from the elders, teachers. It would help them to grow sense of self-worth and also develop self-esteem to the person. And psychodynamic theories concept, altruism considers mature defense mechanism. It helps individual cope better with a stressful life situation or loss. Children in the Oedipus complex doing many role experimentations. Appreciation from the parents, develop leadership skills, social acceptance, and dignity to the children. In sociological theories, like Durkheim, Darlington, and Hoffman studies also said that man is a social animal and who cannot exist without his co-partners. Living with other members demands set of rules, morals, and reciprocal helping behaviors to maintain normal equilibrium. Humanistic theory said that this kind of the altruistic behavior traits in this way may evolve to support the individual to achieve his needs in different hierarchy. In Maslow theory also, Maslow said that hierarchy of needs starting from the survival needs. Being altruistic help one to get better acceptance in the family and society, which will return them through enhancing the quality of life, emotional attachments. Altruistic behavior help individuals to fulfill their self-esteem and self-actualization needs. Religion and altruism. And the psychoanalytical theory concept, superego when starts and incorporates all the cultural and social norms and values in the society. Children are often taught about religious rituals as well as by respecting and practicing all moral behaviors. Religious teaching includes preaching, holy books, religious stories, history and methods of prayers and rituals, also involving the altruistic behaviors. Sigmund Freud considered that religion helped individuals to control the natural destructiveness of humans caused by their narcissism and sexual impulses. He considered as a God as a projection of the super egoic instance of the imaginary father. According to the religious beliefs, pro-social behaviors helping others, like doing cooperation, sacrifice for others, etc. Media and altruism. Media also, important thing that influences the very significant developing altruistic behavior. Children are highly influenced by stories and movies. Social modeling theory helps the children to understand more and try to mimic such behavior in very early ages. Media also help the individual to understand society's expectations and how they look on each behavior in family and society context. Using social media, spread the news in someone need, fundraising, spreading requests for help, social gatherings, and activities in public interest, sharing materials, etc. Also involving the altruistic behavior. Studies found that social media attachment and social media identity itself motivate people to perform various altruistic acts. Parenting and altruism. What are the things related to parenting involving the altruism, like whether the authoritative type, like neglectful type, and such kind of other parenting types also involving the altruism. The altruism in the children related to quality of primary and family relationships, child rearing practices, and broad features of family environment also involving related to the concept of altruistic behavior. And mothers and child attachment are sensitive, appropriately responsive in each signals like cries, glances, smiles, and vocalizations, and secure maternal attachment also example of during the infancy facilitate the altruism in the children. Parental nurturance and parental control and parental maturity demands between the children and the parents, and parental child communication also important to develop altruism in the family. Peer influences. Peer interaction is a societal context and also effective agents of reinforcement that facilitate the acquisition and modification of altruism. The study done by Eisenberg et al. Also said that it is an observational study. 30% of preschoolers spontaneous pro-social action and 48% of their helping and sharing responses to requests brought reactions such as continuing with conversation or play, thanks, approval, and smiles from their peers. These results come from the study related to the peer influences with the altruism. What is pathological altruism? It is also called by negative type of altruism, altruistic behavior. Anna Freud believed the dark side of altruism. Also, she introduced the concept of altruistic surrender, which a person who is unable to achieve direct gratification of instinctual wishes can achieve vicarious gratification through proxy behaviors. Such study also said that altruism related to positive literature and welfare of suffering of others, but pathological altruism related to genocide, suicide, martyrdom to codependency. Depression also related to pathological altruism. It's a bidirectional, where so-called pathological altruism, the behavior leads to depression. And mindfulness and altruism. According to previous studies, individuals who exhibited a high pro-social behavior trait reported a higher level of mindfulness, especially mindful attention awareness. And present-focused attention increased positive emotions such as mindful awareness from the individuals. Altruism and mindfulness measured by mindfulness attention awareness scale and pro-social tendency measurement. Altruistic suicide. It's a type of suicide. The concept given by Emil Durkheim, father of sociology. It's a perspective on altruistic suicide. Part of his broader model of integration and suicide. It is the theory came from the social integration theory. It refers to extent to which individuals are subordinate to the group. When they are large number of people share religious beliefs such as belief in God and belief in afterlife would have low suicide rates. Like example, 10 commandments in Christianity. Altruistic behavior has 4 key features, like a context of abnormally excessive social integration. Example, a person close to cultural and religious norms lost individuality and generally marked by support from public opinion. Example, old persons are sometimes expected to suicide times of scarcity of food. Third, it benefits society materially and culturally. Like voluntary suicides occurred in the community when there is no food, and often marked by positive emotionality. Example: a person may suicide without suicide may suicide out of frustration or maybe the life events. Conclusion: altruism is an important concept, quality of animals and especially for human beings. There are various factors which are playing significant role in the evolution of altruistic behaviors in humans. This gives an understanding on how a child is completely selfish to start with might turn into an altruistic person at the end, and what are all the social, psychological, and biological factors come into play for modeling uh, such a character. Thank you. These are my references. Uh, like I already told you, no, it's a type of suicide. There is a four type. So one of the when there is a something happened, the person thinks that even is example of armed forces personnel doing altruistic suicide. Okay, when the person is thinking that even my life is my life is not worth, I can be able to save others. It's a concept of social integration theory. There are something war time also, people who do committed suicide themselves by saving others.
Srinath, what is the difference between altruism and sublimation?
Sir, sublimation is portrayed like when the person has some the people has some relationship with the others, some someone doing negative things related to that relationship. It is a very different concept of altruism, and sublimation is also is not related to the altruism concept. Uh, like the person also uh, doing some things and doing some things, but uh, negatively, positively, but others thinking that it is negative in nature. The altruism is also concept it's an individual concept and as well as social concept and familial concept. It's a very different aspect for the sublimation thing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mm.
COVID-19 pandemic has really shown us what altruistic people are capable of. That it was very, unexpected that people, people themselves might not be knowing that they have so much altruistic capacity, and it has really brought out the worst and the best in people, the best altruism.
So,
So there are a few studies also related to like mania related to altruism. When the person has like a grandiosity, the nature the person thinks that altruistic things like a person has like identity type or mission type, whatever it is. Like other studies also related to the children with ADHD and other conduct disorders related to altruistic behaviors. But I have not mentioned in the presentation. There is a studies also related to alcoholism and related to altruistic behaviors. Like the doing when the person has come getting high during the situation, the person also going to involving the like altruistic behaviors. There are few studies done in the American context. Yes, sir. So in India, like there is a non-profit organizations like associations, many associations, religious organizations, associations, also involving the altruistic things also, sir.
that is different from altruism. That is proper professional.
Yes, sir.
Like you are a social worker.
Yes.
Social worker. That is a profession.
Yes,
That
sir.
is not altruism. Because you expect something in return.
Yes, sir.
Also, NGOs and the corporate people, they get benefits
Yes,
when
sir.
they indulge in these activities. Some of these are mandated. Like the government says you have to do this, spend this amount of money on social activities. So many of the organizations like they're conducting these
Yes, sir.
as a part of that. But yes, of course, some people they like Warren Buffett is very famous for giving away a lot of his wealth.
Yes, sir.
Right? Like, he doesn't have any compulsion in there. So that's
Thank you, sir.
okay.